Well, welcome back, and yeah, so we had a major issue here. We definitely had some pressure release malfunctions on this tractor, and boss man asked me what we should replace. Obviously the radiator blew up, so that means this cap apparently had some kind of faulty issue, because it should have went down and filled that thing up and at the most blew that cap off. That's not what happened. The radiator blew up, and look what happened. Thank God this was there, which stopped a lot of it, but that was right at Tony's back, so that could have been a really bad deal. So I told him we need to replace the radiator, the thermostat, and we're gonna have to check the belt too, that it ain't got stretched out. I'm not sure exactly what happened first, but that cap needs to be replaced, and the thermostat. The cap should have came off, and that should have let all that off there. The radiator shouldn't have blew up like that. That means pressure was being held in. So bad juju. We'll start getting that. Oh, that might be part of the problem right there. See there, guys? Read that top part. That could be it. So we're gonna pull this radiator out and get a new one. I told these guys we need to make sure and double check water and oil, which I've been trying to do left and right, but sometimes I get here and they're already mowing. So try and check them. We've got like 13 different machines. So it's definitely gonna be monotonous, but checked all the other ones today. They were all good. There was only one that was a little bit low on oil. All right, so we got this loose. Leave that one attached. And this one should be loose, and the other side. Well, I might have to use something to get that loose. And then I've got to get that bolt right down there, and the rest should come out. So I'm gonna use something right quick, get this hose off. Be right back. All right, so we have a little screen that slid in here. We're gonna pull these loose, get our condenser coils loose off of there. I think we can leave that clip there, and then we've got some bolts back behind here on our deal there. Loosen our hose, and then we should be able to slide our radiator out. We've got another hose right down there, and we'll loosen that as well right there. So get all that loose. All right, so we need to finish pulling this radiator out. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off because I need to be able to pull my plastic back for my bottom drain hose there. I went ahead and unhooked this, and I'm gonna pull that out. I'll be able to probably just pull my tube and have enough clearance here. I want to get this back behind here, and so yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. So make sure you've got a couple of those grommets that hold that plastic in. We've already unbolted those, but you'll have to pull it out of there to be able to get anything maneuvered. All right, I decided instead of taking off the plastic reservoir, we'll just take the alternator off because we have to put the belt on anyway. So I had to loosen it up anyway. So we'll take that off right quick. Guys, so we gotta get this back together. I got my radiator mounted in, about to pull my plugs, put these back on. Got it mounted in these bolts and those bolts. So we'll have to put our air duct back in. This tube goes right there, and then we got the one that goes to the air breather. And so we'll go ahead and get those put on right now, and we'll have to bleed out our system and get her on prepped out, and then we'll have to put those other pieces back in. Water line's tight and hooked up. I've got my new pressure line hooked back up to my tank. That'll have a cap with another line that comes off. I got my clamps and my hose tightened here, so that'll be good to go. This is tight. I still got to put my alternator on, and I went ahead and put my air breather back on, tighten that up, and then this, tighten that up. So we'll be ready to put in these components here, whatever, you know, separators or whatever, and fill it up. Get ready to go. There's the boss man. I'm not sure.
I'm not in weed eater shape.
Huh?
I'm not in weed eater shape yet.
Oh, you're not?
Too early in the season.
You got to acclimate.
I gotta acclimate.
13 millimeter bolts back on both sides. We're gonna go ahead and pop the cap and start filling her up. I'm not sure if this some of these thermostats got a little weep hole in them, but we'll have to get this hot enough where the thermostat will open up. Otherwise, we'll have an air bubble underneath it. So make sure you do that. You can leave the radiator cap off once you see the water flowing. You'll know that the thermostat is opened up.